In the heart of war-torn Biafra, where survival was a battle against bullets, hunger, and thirst, one man stood unbroken, Obanagebe. He was the soldier who never drank water, yet he thrived where others faltered. His secret: a mysterious gift that defied logic and transformed him into a legend. But his story didn't end with him, it became a legacy of resilience that spanned continents and generations. This is the extraordinary tale of the man who defied thirst and changed the world. In the heart of the Biafran War, when bullets rained and villages burned, Obanagebe was a name that struck both fear and reverence. They called him the Rock, not just for his resilience in battle but for a secret that defied human understanding. Obanagebe was born in a small village nestled by the banks of the Imo River. A frail child, he was struck by a mysterious ailment at age 3 that left him unable to drink water without violent convulsions. Herbalists and spiritualists tried their remedies, but none succeeded. His family resigned to the belief that the gods had cursed him. Yet, Obanagebe lived. He learned to quench his thirst with fruits, palm wine, and a strange method he claimed came to him in a dream, sitting by the riverbank at dawn, inhaling the cool mist rising from the water. "The gods speak to me through the mist," he would say, his voice calm but tinged with mystery. People mocked him, but they could not explain his survival. When the war came, Obanagebe joined the resistance. The swamps and jungles of Biafra became his battleground. His squad often found themselves surrounded, their water supplies cut off by the enemy. One by one, dehydration claimed them, except Obanagebe. One fateful day, his squad was ambushed deep in the mangroves. For 5 days, they were trapped, their supplies exhausted. The soldiers watched in awe as Obanagebe thrived. He would sit cross-legged, close his eyes, then breathe deeply. "The earth provides," he whispered. His skin, though scarred from battle, glowed with a vitality none of them could master. Desperate, his comrades begged for his secret. Reluctantly, Obanagebe shared his method. "Breathe with me," he instructed. Together, they sat in the damp jungle, mimicking his deep, rhythmic breaths. Though they didn't experience the same invigoration, they felt a strange clarity of mind, enough to sustain their hope. On the 7th day, as the enemy advanced, Obanagebe led a daring escape. Using the knowledge of the land and his uncanny endurance, he guided his squad through treacherous terrain, evading capture. By the time they reached safety, his legend had spread. After the war, Obanagebe returned to his village a hero. But he sought no glory. Instead, he became a healer, teaching others to connect with the earth's rhythms. "Water is life," he would say, "but life flows in ways beyond what we see." Years later, when asked about his extraordinary gift, Obanagebe smiled enigmatically. "Perhaps it was a curse turned blessing," he replied. "Or perhaps the gods simply chose me to remind humanity of its resilience." And so, the tale of Obanagebe, the man who defied thirst, became a legend, a testament to human endurance and the mysteries that bind us to the earth. Even now, Obanagebe's legacy lives on through his 7 children, scattered across the continents, carrying with them the gift of resilience. Each of them had inherited a fragment of his mysterious connection to the earth and its rhythms, a gift that allowed them to survive the harshest of times and offer hope to others. Nkem in the Americas. Nkem found herself in the eye of the storm when Hurricane Katrina devastated New Orleans. As floodwaters engulfed the city, she led her neighbors to safety, finding shelter in a forgotten corner of the city that somehow remained untouched. She became a beacon of hope, showing people how to find sustenance in the unlikeliest places. "Trust the earth," she would say, "it always provides." Chima in Europe. In Italy, during the height of the COVID-19 pandemic, Chima, a nurse, was a pillar of strength. While others succumbed to despair, Chima remained untouched by the virus, tirelessly caring for patients. She attributed her immunity to her father's teachings, the deep breathing, staying connected to nature, and listening to the body's whispers. Her word became known as the sanctuary, where even the sickest found a sliver of hope. Ngozi in Asia. Ngozi settled in Japan, a land prone to earthquakes. When the Tohoku disaster struck, she was among the first to organize relief efforts. With an uncanny ability to sense tremors before they occurred, she guided her community to safety time and time again. The earth speaks, she often reminded people, if only we learn to listen. Ikin in Africa. Ikin remained in the homeland, where he fought against the resurgence of smallpox. As a traditional healer, he combined modern medicine with the ancient practices his father had passed down. Villages that followed his guidance remained untouched by the disease, and his methods became a model for integrating tradition with science. Amaka in South America. Amaka worked deep in the Amazon, fighting the spread of HIV among indigenous communities. Through her empathetic approach and her father's emphasis on resilience, she became a trusted ally. Her holistic methods empowered entire tribes to reclaim their health and dignity. Yuzo in Oceania. Yuzo, in the remote islands of the Pacific, faced the challenge of rising seas and dwindling resources. She taught her island community how to thrive using sustainable methods, rediscovering ancient techniques of food preservation and water collection. Her innovative solutions turned her island into a model for climate resilience. Obi in Antarctica. Even in the harsh, frozen expanse of Antarctica, Obi carried the legacy. As a researcher, he endured the extreme cold with ease, baffling his colleagues. His endurance became a symbol of hope for a world grappling with climate change, proving humanity's ability to adapt and overcome. The legacy continues. Obanagebe's children were not just survivors, they were leaders, healers, and innovators. They bore the gift of endurance in their blood, a testament to their father's mysterious connection to the earth. Wherever disaster struck, one of his descendants was there, embodying the strength and resilience that had once saved their father during the war. And so, the legend of Obanagebe continued to grow, not just as a man who defied thirst, but as the patriarch of a family that thrived in adversity. His legacy was a reminder that humanity could endure, adapt, and rise above even the most terrible trials the world could offer. Here are 3 moral lessons from the story Obanagebe, the soldier who could not be broken. 1. Resilience in adversity. Obanagebe's ability to adapt to life without water symbolizes the strength of the human spirit in overcoming challenges. The lesson is that even in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds, we can find ways to persevere and thrive by trusting our inner strength and resourcefulness. 2. The power of unity and legacy. Through Obanagebe's children, the story teaches that the values and strengths we instill in others can create ripples of positive impact across the world. It highlights the importance of passing down resilience, knowledge, and compassion to future generations to face and overcome global challenges together. 3. Harmony with nature. Obanagebe's connection with the earth emphasizes the importance of listening to and respecting nature. The story reminds us to align our lives with the natural world, recognizing it as a source of sustenance, healing, and guidance, especially in times of crisis. Here ends my story. Thank you.